What up, bros, nose peeps, and creeps? This is Bodala coming to you live from the nest. Um, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a very long time. I'm going to review a video game. So, yeah, my Prey review didn't get that many views. I was upset about that because I spent so long making an awesome cover. Make that awesome cover for a lot of other game reviews that I'm going to do. Um, but anyways, um, this one is a little more mainstream. Max Payne, the third, or three, whatever you want to call it. Um, so let's get down to the gist of it. Okay, so you're Max Payne. If you've seen the movie with Mark Wahlberg, you know, the guy with the third nipple who's also in that cool band, who's also in those cool movies, who's also that cool guy who's in that cool up-and-coming movie with The Rock, and Tony Shalhoub, I think, actually, yeah. If you saw that, you got a gist of the storyline. Prior to this, so this isn't spoiler alert. Prior to this, Max Payne had been unable to stop his wife's murder, um, and he never really caught the person, or maybe he did, but he's never forgiven himself for it. And so that's the dark reality that Max Payne lives in. His daughter and his wife were killed, and he was unable to stop it, even though he was a police officer, and that's what he was a police officer to do, to keep the streets safe. So he turned into a cold case detective, and he worked on very, very personal issues that other people wouldn't even care to work on. Here, he's a private bodyguard for someone whose name I completely forget. But yeah, I haven't played this game in a really long time, so I forget all the names. Um, so yeah, pretty much. That's that. But anyways, Max Payne at this point, he's like in his 50s or something. He is really, really, really friggin' old. He might as well have a walker. He's not as old as Ezio Auditore in Revelations, but it's pretty bad. But he's still got it, and you find that out in the very first thing that you do as a bodyguard. If you're, of course, wearing an awesome leather jacket and such, and then somebody attacks, and then you got to attack back. And you go into this cool phase that is unique only to Max Payne, and that is why it's trademarked. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. It's like Matrixy. It's like a Matrix-like move. I'm allowed to say that, because Matrix is also some mathematical term. But it's called bullet time. Okay, so it's bullet time, right? And it's where you go into this slow motion, adrenaline fueled, kick ass mode, where if you do like stunts, or if you go like to the side out of a wall, then you can shoot people in slow motion. And it's really fun to do. It makes the game worth the buy already, because that's just so much fun. And the story mode, since it's a Rockstar, is pretty solid. So, alright, now for the spoiler alerts. So you start off, somebody gets kidnapped, you save their life. They're kind of grateful, but not really, because they're, stuck-up skanks. The girl who you save, though, has this cousin or sister, whoever, who's really really nice, and she ends up being the only one out of the bunch that survives. You and this guy, I want to say his name is Tobias, but I don't think it is. I'm not entirely sure what his name is. Oh, you're in Sao Paulo. Yeah, I forgot to say that. You're totally in uh, you're totally in South America this whole time. Um, and you wear suits and stuff, and you get drunk because, you know, you're Max Payne, and you drown your sorrows, and you cut your wrists, and you... the worst thing of this game is, I'm gonna just say it already, I can't hold this back. There's a part where you enter midlife crisis mode. Now, you're essentially in midlife crisis mode the entire time. You just don't know it. You're like, I still got it. You're 50. Raise a family. Move on. Do something. You're done. You're done. You're out of your prime. Right? People don't... You're just gonna get a bad back. And he does. He has really, really sore joints. And yeah. He's very athletic, though. I don't know. You see him do a lot of really cool stunts in the game, and it is really fun. But you enter midlife crisis mode where you shave your entire head. You no longer have the cool hair. You look like the guy from Breaking Bad if he was a creepy pedophile. As opposed to a non-creepy pedophile. Sorry, just to put it out there, all pedophiles are bad people. But anyways, he looks like a creepy guy, like one of those guys you'd see at a strip club, which is ironic because that's exactly where he goes in midlife crisis mode. He goes to a strip club, and what do you know? People shoot at him. And then he's unable to save people. They all die, except one. And then she ends up being pregnant. I forget how. I don't know. Maybe she's giving birth to new Jesus. It is in South America, so no, I'm just kidding. That's so racist. But anyways, so yeah. She ends up living, you end up being creepy, and you get to see boobies. And that's pretty much the game. You find out, I don't want to spoil the actual game if you want to buy it, because I just don't. So I'm not going to tell you how it ends, or any of the twists or plot involved. Just everybody dies, and then you're left, and you're like, I failed. And then you can't forgive yourself and blah blah blah, same old thing. But you do have these cool flashbacks, one of which is when you're in the graveyard looking at your wife's tombstone, which you visit frequently, and then people shoot at you, because why not? Like, hey, he's mourning his wife, let's shoot at him. Everybody hates Max Payne, for no apparent reason. Everybody's like, you drunk. Nobody loves you. Meanwhile, he's like doing all these acrobatics. He's flying in the air and shooting people in the face who are like really bad people, like terrorists and things. And everybody's still like, I hate you, Max Payne. You suck. Like, this guy has done more for you than you could have done for anyone, ever. Even a goat. He's done more for you than you could do for a goat. I don't know what you could do for a goat, but he's done more. But yeah, no. It's... Max Payne's a real badass. I just don't like midlife crisis mode. At least he doesn't go out and buy a Corvette. He just shaves his head, puts on a flowery button down. Like one that screams, I'm a tourist and I don't belong in South America. Like, I'm white, I'm bald, I have a flower pattern shirt. I don't belong here. It's not like his one before, which said, I'm a businessman, I do belong here, I'm a bodyguard, blah blah blah. Nope, not anymore. And I really think he was just trying to look like the guy from Breaking Bad, and it didn't work that well. But anyways, that's that. If you want to see boobs in your video games, also get this. Also get The Witcher, because The Witcher 2 has a lot of cleavage. Don't get Duke Nukem. Don't. And then this is my review of Max Payne 3. I hope you enjoyed. Like, favorite, subscribe if you did. This is Bodala signing out.